Okay, morning guys. Let's check it's working. Okay, so the reason we got Mila Kunis on the posted on that chart there is because apparently on Thursday evening she came out on CNBC saying that she's moved all her cash into equities after 10 straight up days. So we think that is most likely when actresses come on to give investment advice that could mark a short-term top. The market was trading pretty toppish after the University of Michigan came out and missed on Friday. You can see by the VIX there, it was a little bit unfazed, stayed at 11.3. However, the one comment that they did come out with was never before in the long history of the surveys have so many consumers spontaneously mentioned that the disarray in Fed policy was the main problem facing the economy. And then obviously, the news of the weekend was this unprecedented levy on Cyprus's bank savings. Obviously, Europe are going to be is going to be worried about contagion, and this might become policy. I'm not 100% sure that's warranted. I mean, I doubt whether Europe is stupid enough to do that, into some of the other bigger countries, but. Still, quite a surprise, and as you can see, S&P is down 23 points this morning. Aussies are about to open, but I presume they're going to open below their 36,000 level. Obviously not what the market is looking for at this stage of the game. China's new home prices posted its broadest advance since December 2011, and that's going to be a test for Premier Li Keqiang as he seeks to prevent a bubble without dampening economic growth. Obviously we're looking at China, especially for our macro stocks like Anglo's, Billy's. This could be a little bit worrying. The fact that they have to try and keep their property prices under control. Obviously the news out of China is what we're going to be looking for to see how these stocks are going to perform going forward. There's not a whole lot of corporate action out. So Claudius has given us a chart of the stocks that moved big in Friday's auction. You can see some big ones there. I know some of the guys got involved short of Able, closed up 2.6%. We had Greenrod down 4%. Some of the other noticeable ones, Spar up 3%, Telkom down almost 4%. So these are ones to take note of, to see if there's any opportunity in the opening auction. All right, let's have a quick look at a few charts. I'll get them up. Can't be seeing that. All right, there we found it. Okay. The first one, we'll have a look at the Aussie there. It's just opened. It's opened just below 36,000 at 35,880. We can see we had that reversal right off the previous high on Friday. It's continued down today. Obviously, that 36,000 remains a major level, a major inflection point. The next one comes in around 35,500. So that's probably going to be our next target if it can't regain 36,000 today. It'll be an interesting trading day today to see if guys are going to be looking for bargains or whether the sell-off is going to continue. But 35,500 if you're short is probably going to be your target. Right, the next one we'll have a look at is ABSA. ABSA is one we've been following quite closely. It closed right at 160. I think the level that Joe's been given in the morning meetings was around 161, 161.50 on a closing basis. 160, I would like to actually see a close below 160 to get confirmation, but if it does confirm this head and shoulders pattern, we're looking at a target of around 148, which comes in around here where this previous little spike was. It really does look like it is forming that head and shoulders, and I would not be looking to pick up longs here until it closes above 160 again. Next one is Vodacom. Another one, Joe's been watching it quite closely. This one, I think the 112 level was the level he was looking at. It was definitely a big seller around on Friday, but it is one I'm nervous to be short of. You could feel on Friday, even though there was a big seller around, there was guys trying to get long of it, and it definitely wasn't falling in a straight line. An important level, I think, if we measure it, we're looking at a possible target of around $100 if it keeps falling. It's one, I think, to if you're trading it intraday, to look to see if you can identify that seller. He makes himself known, so try and get in the back of that. If you notice that he's gone and it's showing unusual strength, then best to turn it around. Let's have a look at Mr. Price. Mr. Price is it out of the index this morning, right?
Yeah.
So Mr. Price is out of the index this morning. Discovery goes in. You can see it's hovering around a very important level, around this 116 level. It's the one we've been looking at for a few weeks now. It broke down briefly about a week and a half ago below that level and quickly regained it. If we see another move below that level, it might be a good short. This has been quite a broad topping pattern, and the target on the downside could be quite a lot lower. And as we've seen from some of these other retailers, the drops can be quite vicious. So there could be an opportunity on the short side. But 116 is the level that we're watching there. This is one that I saw on Twitter. Someone posted RMI showing a bit of an inverse head and shoulders continuation pattern. Needs to close above 2360 to break out. It's been holding pretty well over the last few days around the 2250 level. We'll see how it behaves today. I think if it can survive today above that 2250, it might be worth putting on along on this one. And the last one I'm going to show is Anglos. Anglos, if we look at let's just go at a 5-year chart here, we can still see we've still got this big long-term head and shoulders that it hasn't been able to close above that trend line, or not for a long period of time anyway. I think the channel we're looking at is about sort of, I would say, 285 on the upside for it to break out. On the breakdown, around 245, I think. What's it closed now? Around 258ish. So we're looking at this channel here. If it breaks below, there could well be a lower target. So please be aware if you are picking bottoms on Anglos, you want to be along of it above the bottom of this channel around 244. And I think that's about it. Thanks, guys. Good luck.